Episode 6. Welcome to the special lecture on mythology and science. I am the host, Master of Space and Time, Dongfang Hao. The myth of crashing into Tianzhu Peak, a new interpretation of the Eastern science on the hard landing on the moon. Height of about 15,000 meters. Most of this peak had become an extremely hard ice peak. According to legend, this peak directly supported the Tianhe River and the Sky Curtain. The god of water wanted to use his own brute force to knock down the Tianzhu Peak of Beizhou Mountain, and use the water from the Tianhe River to defeat the fire with water and kill the god of fire in one fell swoop. Seeing this, the god of fire was shocked and scolded the god of water, "You lunatic, are you crazy? Do you know the consequences of your actions? How many people in the world can survive if the sky collapses and the ground collapses, and the water floods the top of the mountain?" After saying this, the god of fire turned around and left, and disappeared without a trace in the blink of an eye. When the water god saw that he had failed to kill the fire god and was unable to clean up the mess he had made, he knew that he had violated the heavenly law, so he sighed, turned around and left to avoid disaster. Oriental Science New Interpretation. The article follows the last time that Chang E was swept up by the Martian crust fragments and landed smoothly without any damage. This is because the Martian crust fragments lack the gravity of the Earth's core. The weight of people on the Martian crust fragments is very small, which is why Chang E landed safely. Chang E rode on this Martian crust fragment and flew quickly at high altitude. This should be the first time that mortals experience the miracle of flying on rocks. Chang E was carried by the Martian crust fragments across the Pacific Ocean and flew to the coast of the Gulf of Mexico in Central America. There is a 1,000-foot-high mountain on the coast. This mountain is called Tianzhu Peak of Beizhou Mountain. It is like a door god guarding the coastline of the Gulf of Mexico. At this time, the Martian crust fragments were hitting Beizhou Mountain at an evil angle. This collision shocked the world and wept ghosts and gods. It can also be said that the Martian fragments failed to land hard on the Earth. The result of the collision between the Martian fragments and the Beizhou Mountain was that both flew out of the Earth's atmosphere at an evil angle. The uprooted Tianzhu Peak of the Beizhou Mountain was hit by the hard Martian crust fragments and flew like an arrow into the vast space. It did not return to the Earth until 76 years later. Since then, the Tianzhu Peak of the Beizhou Mountain has become a comet, which was later discovered by astronomer Halley and named Halley's Comet, while the Martian crust fragments on the other side naturally developed an orbit around the Earth and rotated along the Earth, which is the White Path. The Martian crust fragments moved very regularly along the White Path, thus becoming our satellite, the Moon. This is not the end. The collision of the Martian crust fragments with the Beizhou Mountain also caused a great disaster on the Earth, directly causing the Earth's axis to shift. The entire American continent had a 1,000-meter-high sea gust accompanied by earthquakes and typhoons, causing the humans and large animals living on the American continent and Chang E who came on the flying stone to be turned into steamed products. The next episode will tell you the story of how the Martian crust collided with the Earth's northern Zhou Mountains, causing the Earth's axis to shift,